Okay, let's start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, before we talk today's session, I want to start with a question asked by one of the students. She requested that to answer the question in the class so that everyone can benefit. The question is, in Abhidhamma we have there are 5 types of consciousness that produce its mind in Arahants. So Arahant's mind with the 5 types of Cettas. The first one is mind producing Cettas from root-led Citta, right? And we have 4 great functional consciousness. So normally, functional consciousness. Normally Arahant's mind with these one of the 5 mind producing Cettas. And among them, under functional Cettas, how can Arahant's mind without knowledge? Among the 4 functional Cettas, we have 4 types, right? 4 types accompanied by joy, but without knowledge or with the knowledge. How Arahant's mind without knowledge? So I think I have talked when I was teaching in the first chapter. So I think this is Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma trying to systematize, as you all know, we have 4 types of great wholesome Citta. Just like that, we have 4 types of great functional Citta. For that reason, at that time I discussed that as the Arahant and the Buddha, they may have their actions all the time accompanied by knowledge, jnana sambayoga, may not be dissociated from knowledge. And then this is a problem with the Abhidhamma. There's a very subtle problem, I think. I don't know. Some people interpret in such a way. When Arahant opens the door without thinking anything, is without knowledge. When Arahant or the Buddha do something without thinking anything, and that is without knowledge. Some teacher explain in such a way. I think so. Wherever Arahant and the Buddha, whatever they do, whether they are opening the door or eating the food or whatever they are talking, so I think should be accompanied by knowledge. So I think here. So sorry that I don't have this question. Maybe according to some teachers, they say that sometimes Arahant may do something without thinking anything, that without knowledge. What do you think? The fact in the Citta, I also discussed this one. Okay, so this is the first question. And second one is she want to know about temperature-borne element. Temperature-borne element. Actually here, page number 250. Page number 250. The first one, temperature as a mode of origin. Temperature, sometimes we translate as weather or temperature, the same. Utu in Pali. The fire element, which comprises both cold and heat. I think that is very important, which comprises both cold and heat. So even though we use tejo, fire, actually when we talk about fire in our mind, we think that it's very hot. So according to Abhidhamma, according to Buddhism, here tejo means fire means both cold and heat. So when you touch how do you say, ice, so you will experience very cold sensation. So that is tejo dhatu, fire element. Fire element. But of course, actually fire has a lot of fire element. For that reason, it's very hot. And also, even in the ice, so a lot of tejo dhatu, a lot of fire element. For that reason, it's very cold. So I think we have to understand in such a way. Fire element means not hot one, both cold and hot. On reaching its stage of presence. So reaching its stage of presence means at the moment of rebirth-linking, at the moment of arising that moment, Kamma-born material phenomena arises. At the moment of presence of the rebirth-linking consciousness, tejo dhatu, fire element arises. So the reason is fire element or temperature temperature-borne material phenomena. So they are matter. So as we said last week, the matter are strongest at the moment of presence. For that reason, at the stage of presence of the rebirth-linking consciousness, temperature-borne material phenomena start to arise. On reaching its stage of presence, produce, according to circumstances, both internal and external material phenomena, not only internal one but also external, originating from temperature. I think she wants to know this one. So I think it's important to know that fire element means not only heat but also cold. It's very important. Okay, today let's study today's lessons. Now we are going to grouping of matters. So in the Rūpa, we have 5 sessions. So this is the 4th one. Grouping of matters. Material phenomena do not occur singly, but in groups known as Rūpa-kalāpa. So we have learned that there are 28 types of material phenomena. They do not arise singly. So as we have learned 8 types of inseparable matters, at least we have 8 material phenomena that cannot be separated. Here, we are going to learn the grouping of matters. So they do not occur singly, but they will arise in groups. So they are known as Rūpa-kalāpa. So we have 3 characteristics of matter. Number 1, all material phenomena in a group arise together. All material phenomena in a group, especially at least 8 material phenomena, Avinibbōga-rūpa, the inseparable matters. They arise together, they cease together, they have a common base. They have a common base. Here, common base means 4 great essentials. Wherever material phenomena arises, so they have common base, 4 great essentials. Even the 4 great essentials, they arises depend on each other. If fire element arises, it arises depending on other material, other 4 great essentials. So here they have a common base mean 4 great essentials. So I think these characteristics are very important. So as a Buddhist, so normally in the Pali Canon, in many suttas, and you will see that some people think that the Rūpa or matter is soul. They are the same. So as you all know that soul, the idea of soul is permanent entity. So the Buddha want to say that Rūpa or matter is not soul. They arises, they cease. Arises, they cease. The nature of impermanence. And they have a common base. And some people think that feeling is a soul. Perception is a soul. Volitional formation, and something that consciousness. So these are actually, we have learned that Nama Rūpa, they arises, they cease. But here also, the matter, material phenomena, 3 characteristics. They arise, they cease. At least 8 Avinibbōga-rūpa, 8 inseparable matters, they arise together, they cease together, they have a common base. Just like a mental factor. We have 20 groups. So they are called kalāpa. Actually, kalāpa in Pali is similar to clap. Manchester United clap. Arsenal clap. They are together, right? They are in group. Very similar. So there are 21 groups. Number 1, groups kalāpa produced by Kamma. So we have 9 kalāpas produced by Kamma. We have 6 kalāpas produced by Citta. And we have 4 kalāpas produced by Uttu, temperature. We have 2 kalāpa produced by Ahara. So altogether 21. So all the 28 material phenomena are, classified into 21 groups. So before we learn 9 kalāpa produced by Kamma, so we have to go back to 18 matters born of Kamma. 18 matter born of Kamma that we have already learned. Page number 247. We already learned. 5 sensitive matters are born of Kamma. 2 sexual phenomena, heart-based, light faculty. So all these 9 matters are exclusively born of Kamma. They are born of Kamma, purely born of Kamma. And 8 inseparable matters, also born of Kamma, but they, space element, these 3 are born of 4 causes. including Kamma. 4 causes. So if you know these 80, I think you will understand how to classify into group. Very easy. Very easy. So look at the first 5 sensitive matters. I, right? I, we have I. I sensitivity. So we have 8 inseparable matters. So these 8 cannot be separate. So it will include every group, every kalāpa. For that reason, I, and we have 8 inseparable matters. We have 9. Then we include another one, light faculty. So light faculty is very important. Without that, the material phenomena will not survive. So light faculty is very important. Eye sensitivity, light faculty, and 8 inseparable matters, altogether 10. That's one group. That's one group. Right? Very one group. Then after ear sensitivity, ear, light faculty, and 8 inseparable matters, altogether 10. That is one group. So actually, the space element is not included in the group kalāpa. So actually, in the kalāpa, in the group, there is no space according to Abhidhamma. We have 8 material phenomena in one kalāpa, sometimes 9, sometimes 12, sometimes at least 8. So there are a cluster of material phenomena. Among these group, there is no space in between. So they are combining each other. But one group and another, there is a space. Between 1 and 2 group, between the group, there is a space. So for that reason, space element is not counted as a group because it's outside of the group. So here we can understand that within the group, within the kalāpa, sometimes 8 material phenomena grouped together. There's no space in between. But between one group and another, between 2 groups, there's a space. For that reason, we can say that space element cannot be counted as a group. It's outside of group. For that reason, here, eye sensitivity, light faculty, 8 inseparable matter, one group. Ear sensitivity and light faculty, 8 inseparable matters, altogether 10, one group. Now we have 2 groups. Eye, ear, nose, 10, body, 5. We have 5 groups. Then we have 2 sexual phenomena. Here also, we have to divide into 2, femininity and masculinity, right? So as a male, so masculinity and light faculty. Light faculty is very important. Without this, nobody survives. So femininity, light faculty, and 8 inseparable matter. Altogether 10. One group. Another one, the femininity, light faculty, and 8 inseparable matter. 10. This is also one group. Now how many groups? 7, right? This one is 5, right? Eye, ear, nose, 10, the body. Here, 2 sexual phenomena, altogether 7 groups. But here we have a heart base. And we have a heart base, and light faculty, and 8 inseparable matter. Altogether 10. Now 8 group. Here we have a light faculty, jivita rūpa, and light faculty and 8 inseparable matter. Altogether 9, not 10, only 9. So altogether how many group? How many group? 9. I mean, easier for you to count. Otherwise, if you just go directly, you cannot remember like this. Very easy. You don't need to memorize. Just if you know 18 matters, Vihara, you can count. So we have a 9 groups, 9 kalāpas, Vihara, 5 sensitivity, and then I, light faculty, 8 inseparable matter, 10. Ear also the same thing, 10 rūpa, and nose, 10 body, and masculinity, and femininity, habits, all these are called 10. Then light faculty have to combine with the 8 inseparable matter. So altogether, 9. Only 9. Asinya sadda. Asinya sadda. How to say the rebirth-linking. Rebirth-linking matter. Actually, it's not a consciousness. Rebirth-linking in the asinya sadda, non-percipient realms. So, light faculty and 8 inseparable matter. These 9 kalāpa are like rebirth-linking in the Brahma, asinya sadda Brahma. So, we have a 8 group or kalāpa produced by Kamma. I mean, if you just know this one, very easy, very easy. Can you count? Chakku, actually I is chakku. Tasaka means, actually Bhikkhu body use read not. Have to go and see. The un-decad, right? The un-decad. So that means, so there are 10 group of matters together with the I. That's called cakkapala. Light faculty, 8 inseparable, the I sensitivity, altogether 10. So these are called the un-decad, cakkapala. And the same thing, ear decad, suddhatthaka. The same thing, the nose decad, kalāpavimutti. And the 10 decad, suddhatthaka, 10. And the body decad, ekādasaka. All these are called 5 sensitivity, right? 5 sensitivity. Then the female decad, ekādasaka, light faculty, 8 inseparable, and femininity. The male decad, Rūpa-pavattikkama. Male decads. So that means masculinity, light faculty, and 8 inseparable. Number 8, the heart-based decad. Heart-based light faculty, 8 inseparable. Number 9, the vital no knot, only 9, no knot, no nets, right? No net. Jawa Nawaka, light faculty and 8 inseparable, altogether 9 matters. So these are 9 groups produced by Kamma. Normally, if we analyze all these groups, we have only 80 material phenomena. So without knowing kalāpa or group, difficult for you to go next sessions. I think you must understand this one. Is it difficult? No, very easy. Okay. Question? No question, right? Okay. 6 groups produced by Citta. So we have a 6 group produced by Citta. So to understand the six groups produced by Citta, we must know the matter born of Citta. Citta Rupa, page number 251. Page number 251. Analysis by way of origins. Analysis by way of origin. Material phenomena of heart and 8 faculties are born of Kamma. And can you see that? No, right? The analysis by way of origins. Therein, the material phenomena of the heart and 8 faculties are born of Kamma. Only born of Kamma. And the 2 media of intimation are born only of consciousness, only of Citta. 2 intimation, bodily intimation and verbal intimations. So these intimations are produced by born of consciousness or Citta. So our body is moving because of Citta. And I mean speaking because of Citta. Because of Citta. So I think you must understand that one. Number one, 2 intimation. The 2 media of intimation are born of only of consciousness. Then next one, sound is born of consciousness and temperature. Here, 2. Sound is born of consciousness and temperature. You can hear the sound because of I'm talking, and you can hear how to say the trees blow. You know, the air blow. You can hear how to say the branches of the tree is moving. You can hear the sound, and you can hear the aircon sound like this. So these are because of temperature. Because of temperature. So sound and is because of consciousness and temperature. Next one, the triple quality of lightness. So that means lightness, malleability, and wittiness. All these 3 arise from temperature, consciousness, and nutriment. You have to learn this one. 3 lightness, malleability, and wittiness. We call it lightness triad. Lightness triad. Because of sometimes consciousness, sometimes because of nutriment, sometimes because of temperature. Then the inseparable material phenomena. We have 8 inseparable material phenomena, and the element of space arise from 4 causes. I think you look at that one. If you know it, very easy. So actually we have 8 inseparable matters and space element. These are because of 4 causes. In any group, they will constitute. But remember that space element does not constitute in the group. The reason is, in one group, one kalāpa, one group of matters, there's no space in between. They combine together. There's no space. But between 2 groups of matter, material phenomena, 2 groups of material phenomena, space. For that reason, 8 inseparable, 1 group. 8 inseparable, 1 group. I think better speak in Pali. In English, very difficult. Awit-ne-boga. I think awit-ne-boga is difficult for you too. Anyway, inseparable, 8 inseparable, number 1 group, right? Because it's the consciousness Citta. It's caused by consciousness. Number 1, 8 inseparable, number 1. So we have a 2 intimation. The medial intimations are caused purely by consciousness. So you look at 2 medial intimation, bodily intimation and verbal intimation. 2, right? Then you take 1, bodily intimation. So you have to combine bodily intimation and 8 inseparable. Altogether, 9. That's 1 group. So when your body is moving, so there are a group of matter arises. That's called kalāpavimutti. Kalāpavimutti means bodily intimation together with 8 inseparable matter. Altogether 9. We have a 2 group, right? The first one purely 8 inseparable. Number 2, together with the bodily intimation and 8 inseparable. We have 2 group. And you take another one, verbal intimation. Verbal intimation. So when you take verbal intimation, so when I'm speaking, that is the verbal intimation. But you will hear the sound as well, right? So for that reason, verbal intimation have to combine with the sound. Verbal intimation, sound, and 8 inseparable. So together, 10. You got it? Number 1, 8 inseparable. Number 1 group, purely 8. Then the next one, 2 medial intimation arises because of Citta. Then you take 1, bodily intimation, combined with the 8 inseparable. So altogether 9. So this is 1 group. And second one, verbal intimation. So when we take verbal intimation, then if I'm talking, then you will hear the sound as well. For that reason, together with the sound, 10. Verbal intimation, sounds, 8 inseparable. Altogether 10. So with 3 groups. Another one is the lightness triad. Lightness triad means lightness, malleability, and weightiness. They come together. So those lightness triad arises because of 3 causes. Sometimes temperature, sometimes consciousness, sometimes nutriment. So in that 3 causes, and we have a consciousness. For that reason, together with lightness triad, and you combine with the 8 inseparable. 3 and 8, how many? 11. That's 1 group. You just look at page number, that one, page number 251. If you look at this one, very easy. Number 1, 8 inseparable, number 1 group. And second one, bodily intimation together with 8 inseparable matter, 9, 1 group. The next one, when you take verbal intimation, you have to take the sound as well. Verbal intimation, the sounds, 8 inseparable. That's the 1 group, 10. Next one, lightness, the triple quality of lightness. Lightness, malleability, and weightiness. So they cannot separate. So we have to take it together. We call it lightness triad. Triad is 3, right? Triad. We call it lightness triad, and together with 8 inseparable matter. Altogether 11. That's 1 group. Now we have a 4 group, right? Now, sometimes when you are moving your body, sometimes you feel light, sometimes you feel very heavy. Sometimes you feel malleable, and sometimes very stiff like this. So for that reason, we have to combine 2 medial intimation and lightness triad. When you combine, there is the method. So among 2 media of intimation, you take the first one, bodily intimation. Bodily intimation and lightness triad and 8 inseparable. Altogether, how many? 12. Altogether, 12. Bodily intimation, lightness triad, and 8 inseparable. Actually, 8 inseparable cannot be separate. So it will, wherever you are doing, so material phenomena, whatever you call it, these 8 cannot separate. For that reason, number 1, bodily intimation and lightness triad, and 8 inseparable matter. Altogether, 12. That's one group. Not difficult, you know. The last one, second intimation is verbal intimation. So when you are taking verbal intimation, you have to take the sound as well. Verbal intimation, the sound, lightness triad, 8 inseparable. Altogether, 30. So there's one group. 8 group. So 6 group, right? Six group. I think you don't need to memorize. If you know the material phenomena born of consciousness, you know how to group. So the first one, you have to take note that 8 inseparable and space element, so they are caused by 4 causes. Among 4 causes, consciousness is there. For that reason, forget about space element, because space element does not constitute in the material group. It's outside of material group. For that reason, we have to take 8 inseparable matter. Take it one as a inseparable matter. 2 medial intimation caused by purely consciousness. So for that reason, you think about 2. Number 1, verbal intimation. Verbal intimation together with 8 inseparable, altogether 9. That's one group. And second one, verbal intimation together with the sound, then 8 inseparable, 10. Altogether, one group. Then just go to the lightness triad. Lightness triads called lightness triads caused because of 3 reasons. Sometimes temperature, sometimes Citta, sometimes nutriment. So Citta is there. For that reason, you take it lightness triad and together with 8 inseparable, that's one group. Altogether, 11. Then you have to combine 2 medial intimation and lightness triad. Then number 1, bodily intimation, lightness triads, 8 inseparable. So altogether, 12. That's one group. The next one, verbal intimation, sound, lightness triad, and 8 inseparable. So altogether, 30, right? Altogether 30, the 6 group, 6 kalāpa. Is it difficult? A little bit confused. Maybe I forgot to write in the note. If you know it in the note, I know easier. Pure octad, suddhatthaka. Pure octad means purely 8 inseparable. purely eight inseparable. Sometimes material phenomena caused by consciousness only purely eight inseparable. Number 2, the bodily intimation. Then you look at page number 255. Page number 255. 255. The 6 groups produced by consciousness. Number 1, the pure octad, suddhatthaka. That means 8 inseparable. Number 2, the bodily intimation, decad. Bodily intimation together with 8 inseparable, altogether 9. Sorry, it's not a decad. It's in your book. What is it? No. Sorry, it's wrong. You change this one. No, not a decad, because the bodily intimation and 8 inseparable only 9. It's not a decad. No. Number 3, the vocal intimation, decad. So when we talk about vocal intimation together with the sound and 8 inseparable, altogether 10. For that reason, it is called decad. Number 4, the lightness, triad, and decad, 11. Lightness, triads, and 8 inseparable. So altogether 11. Number 5, so you have to combine intimation and lightness triad. Number 5, the bodily intimation and lightness triad, decad, triad. Number 6, the vocal intimation, sound, and lightness triad, tridecad. Actually, the ink usage is very, sometimes you cannot find in the dictionary. So we have to Google it. So these are 6 groups produced by consciousness. So here, what Abhidhamma want to say is, the material phenomena does not arise singly. So they arise in group. So within the group, there is no space. Space is a gap between 2 groups or more groups. I don't need to show this one, right? Don't need to show. Any question? Is it clear? Is it important for your exam? Huh? Is it important? Important for the exam? No idea. Okay, not important. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because 3 significance and manifestation of the material phenomena. When your body is light, and you have malleability and wittiness. That is, count as 1, 3 in 1. 3 in 1. I think maybe can write a little bit. So sorry, I forgot to keep it in my note. First of all, 2 intimation, right? 2 intimation is called by Citta. 2 intimation is caused by Citta. then sound, and Citta and Utu. Then lightness triad. Because of Citta, Utu, Ahara. Then eight inseparable, and space element. Cause Citta, four, right? Four causes. If you know this one, very easy. I think it's good that we can learn from here. Can you see? Maybe if you cannot, just stand it. Because when you are studying the group caused by ahara, nutriment, and temperature, just see this one. Very easy. So here, we have to take, forget about space element because it's not considered as a group. But we have to start with the 8 inseparable matter. That is the pure, the pure octad. We have 8 material phenomena. It's called suddhatthaka, the pure octad, number one. So when you talk about next one, look at 2 intimation. Among 2 intimation, you count the first one, bodily intimation, combined with the 8 inseparable, altogether 9. That is the second group. So we have another intimation, vocal intimation. When you have a vocal intimation, you hear the sounds, so they cannot be separated. For that reason, we have to take vocal intimation and sounds 8 inseparable. We have a 10. That's a number 3 group. Then we have we finish 2 intimation and we finish sound. So we have to take lightness triad. Lightness triad together with 8 inseparable, altogether 11. So that is one group. Number 4, right? Lightness triad and decad. Then you have to combine intimation as well as lightness together. Bodily intimations, when you are moving your body, sometimes your body is light, malleable, and weighty. For that reason, you have to combine bodily intimation together with the lightness triad and 8 inseparable, altogether 12. So that is called the bodily intimation and lightness triad tridecad. Tridecad means 12. Then the last one, vocal intimations. So when you are talking about vocal intimation, you have to take sounds as well. Vocal intimation, sounds together with the lightness triad and 8 inseparables, altogether 30. This is one group. Within that group, there is no space. So space element is always outside of group. Later we will study that space element is not considered as a group, not constitute within the group. So in this way, very easy. The vocal intimation, sounds, and lightness triad, tridecad. You don't need to, even if you remember, so how to say the material phenomena caused by consciousness, easier for you. And we have four groups caused by temperature, caused by temperatures. And then you look at this one, 2 intimation caused because of Citta, no temperature, right? Forget about it. Forget about it. Then you look at sound. Sound is produced sometimes because of Citta, sometimes because of weather. So when the wind blows, you can hear, the sound of the tree, rain. You can hear the sound of aircon like this. So these are the sounds because of the weather. Because of the weather. So here, sound. We have a number 1 sound, right? The lightness triad. In the lightness triad, Uttu is one of them. So we have to think about lightness triad. Lightness triad. The next one, 8 inseparable and space element. These 9 are caused because of 4 causes, produced by 4 causes. So the same thing, you take 8 inseparable as in number 1. Pure, what is it? Pure octad. Pure octad, right? Then 8 inseparable number 1. Number 2, sounds is produced by Uttu. Sounds is a sadda. Sound, no-net. Sounds together with the 8 inseparable. Sounds plus 8 inseparable. So altogether 9. 9 is called no-net. Right? Number 2. With 2 groups. Next one, lightness triad. So lightness triads caused because of three causes. Uttu is one of them. Temperature is one of them. So we have to, you take lightness triad and together with 8 inseparable matters, altogether 11. That's one group. But next one, you combine with the sound and lightness triad and 8 inseparables. Altogether 12. Very easy, very easy. No? We have a 8 inseparable purely octad. 8, only 8. Then you combine 8 inseparable with the sound. Altogether 9. That's one group. Then lightness triad and 8 inseparables, one group. Then you combine sounds, lightness triad, and 8 inseparables. One group. 4 groups. That's all. Then we have 2 groups produced by nutriment. Produced by nutriment. Then look at this one. 2 intimation by only Citta. There's no nutriment. Sound, because of Citta and Uttu, no nutriment. But here, lightness triad, produced by Citta, Uttu, Ahara. Here, Ahara is nutriment. Here, we have a lightness triad. But 8 inseparables and space element, these 9, produced by 4 causes. Here is only two groups, lightness triad and 8 inseparable. So 8 inseparable, take it as a one group. Pure octad, one group. Then you combine lightness triad with the 8 inseparables. So together 11, only 2 groups. Very easy, very easy. But many people find it very difficult because they are learning by heart the group. Very difficult, if you learn by heart, very confusing. But if you know this one, very easy. So to talk about 9 groups, produced by Kamma. And if you know 80 material phenomena, born of Kamma, very easy. We have a 5 sensitivity, 5 group. We have 2 sexual phenomena. Then there's another 2 group. And heart base, 8 group. Then we have a light faculty. And so whatever group it is, you have to combine with the 8 inseparable. That's very important. That is, at least we have 8, cannot be separated. In the material, in the mental factor also, we have 7 universal mental factor. At least you have 7 universals. They cannot be reduced. Like that, in the material form, with 8. But regarding with the 6th group, produced by Citta, you have to know this one. 2 intimation caused by Citta, sound, Citta udu, lightness triad, Citta udu ahara, 8 inseparable because of 4 causes. Four group produced by udu. Number 1, the pure octad, the 8 inseparable, the sound non-net, the 8 inseparable and sound. Number 3, the lightness triad and decad. Lightness triad and 8 inseparable, altogether 11. Number 4, the sound, lightness triad to decad. And we have 2 groups produced by udu. To understand then, we must know the matter born of nutriment, the pure octad, the lightness triad, and decad. Okay? Very easy. Page number 251. Right? Ahara. Ahara Jarupa. Okay. Then let's go to page number 254. 254. The internal and external. 21. Fast. Previous slide. Sorry? Oh, spelling error. Sorry. Ahara should be spelling error. Copy paste. Sorry, spelling error. They should be ahara. Yeah, you're right. Then page number 254, the internal and the external. All 21 groups of the material phenomena can occur in the internal. Internal means for the living beings. As a human beings, as animals, any living beings. It can occur 21 groups of the material phenomena. Only 2 groups of matters produced by temperature can arise in the external things or animate things. Thing that does not have any living life. I think this particular line is very important. So according to Abhidhamma, according to Buddhism, other than living beings, the tree does not have any life. They don't have any life faculties. The trees, the buildings, any and animate things, other than living beings, they have only 2 groups produced by temperature. The pure octad. The pure octad means sometimes they occur. It occurs only 8 inseparables. Sometimes the sound no net. The sound no net means sometimes you hear the sound of the trees. They don't have any intimation. They don't have any intimation, just the sounds. They don't have any life faculty. They don't have any chakku, soda, kana, ziva, kaya, etc. They don't have any sensitivity. They don't have any sexual phenomena. They just have only two material groups: the pure octad and the sound non-net. But of course, they can make the sound. When you are hacking the building, you will hear the sound. That is the sound non-net. The sound non-net. If there's no sound, just the pure octad, 8 inseparable base. So this particular line is very important. It talks about the Buddhist idea, because the reason is in the some religions, they believe that the tree has life, just like human beings. So according to Buddhism, no, they are just temperature-borne element. Temperature-borne element. Only two. The matters not constitute in the groups, outside of the group. Following 5 matters are not constituted in any other group. I think page number, the same thing, 254. 254, summary, you can look at the summary. Number 1, space element. It does not constitute in the group. It is just delimiting the group of matter. It is just a gap between groups, kalāpa. The next one, 4 characteristics of matter: protection, continuity, decay, and death, right? We have 4 characteristics of matter: protection, continuity, decay, impermanence. So these 4 does not constitute in any other matter, any other group. So the reason is they are just manifestation of material phenomena. The material phenomena is produced. That is protection. It continues, continuity. It decay. It die, impermanence. So they are just manifestation of material phenomena. For that reason, these 4 are not constituted in the group, in the kalāpa. Page number 254, yeah. 254. At the summary, 22 summary. As a space demarcates, and the characteristic marks just indicate. The wise state that they are not constituents of material groups. Of course, they are considered as a material group, but they are not counted in the. They are not in the group. Any question? No question. Okay, let's finish one session. Next session, the occurrence of matters. Rūpa-pavattikkama. In this session, it will explain about material groups, Rūpa-kalāpa, that arise at the moment of rebirth or conception and during the course of conscious existence in different realms. So we have sensory realms, 5 material realms, immaterial realms, and so in different realms. So we will have to learn how they arise and how they cease. I think that is very important sessions to understand Buddhist idea of matter, how they arise and how they cease, when they cease. So before we learn that, we need to know 4 kinds of path. 4 kinds of path. Page number 255 to 56. You can look at page number 256. The first paragraph, 256, the first paragraph. So we have 4 kinds of path. Number 1, moisture-born beings. Moisture-born beings. Sansetaja. Ambapali, example. Ambapali, Kadisan, who conceive at the mango tree. The moisture of mango tree. The mango tree, at the bark there is a moisture. So Ambapali conceive at that moisture of the mango tree. Then she grown up, then she very beautiful. So every princess want to get it, want to get her. For that reason, they are going to fight each other. But finally they make agreement. We were not fighting for her, but we were enjoying. Everyone can enjoy by paying a lot of money. That's called Kadisan. For that reason, she is very rich, and she donated the monasteries in her mango group. So mango group, Ambapali. So you can when you read the suttas, I think you will learn Ambapali, the Mahaprajñapana Sutta. Mahaprajñapana Sutta, you can read about her life, little bit of her life. So the Buddha accepted invitation from Ambapali. So the princess and ruling class from Lake Chawi, the princess from ruling class. So they want to invite lunch dana to the Buddha, and the Buddha said that I have already accepted invitation of Ambapali. I think it's very beautiful. The Buddha does not have any discriminations. Even the Buddha accept the invitation of lunch dana by Ambapali. So actually, she conceived at the moisture of mango tree. So there are a few people who, even in Myanmar histories, we have one queen who conceived the bamboo, and it is said that she is very beautiful. So later she became the queen. So the king occupied her as a queen. And some insect, like a maggot, so they are moisture-born beings. Moisture-born beings, Sansetaja. Number 2, beings having a spontaneous path. So that means just like a Brahma, when you die, if you attain jhana, then you were born as a Brahma at once, spontaneous. So Deva, the same thing, Vedas. So if you become Vedas, you were born at once. So the beings in the hair, etc. So they were born at once. Beings having a spontaneous path. Then number 3, womb, right? Womb-born beings. Jalapuja, human beings. So we were born in the mother's womb. And animates, So they are like a dog and cat, etc. So they are born beings. Chala puja. Number 4, act-born beings. But some animals, so they was born as in an act. So these are 4 type of path. So you have to know it. You have to know it. Number 1, moisture-born beings. Moisture-born beings. Number 2, spontaneous. The being have been rebirth spontaneously. And number 3, worm-born beings. Number 4, act-born beings. So here, number 3 and number 4, both womb-born beings and act-born beings are called together, actually different Pali, so we can translate the same thing, womb-born beings. Page number 256. 256. So before we learn this one, you have to know it. In the sensuous planes, page number 255. Page number 255. All material phenomena are obtained during the course of existence in the sensual world, Kamma Loka. So we have 11 sensual realms. 11 sensual realms. All material phenomena are available during the course of existence. So we have a 2 period at the time of conception, at the time of rebirth. So that is called Patisandhi. But after Patisandhi is called during the course of existence, Pavati. So during the course of existence, all material phenomena are obtained in the sensual realms, sensual realms. Here, according to circumstances, accordingly. So here, according to circumstances, as a female, you will not get masculinity. As a male, you will not get femininity. So accordingly, you have to take it. As a woman, you are available only 27. Only 27. As a boy, 27. You don't have femininity. So according to circumstances, if you apply, no eye sensitivity. No eye sensitivity. If you cannot see, no eye sensitivity. You have only 26. Page number 255. At the time of rebirth-linking, so we just learned that during the course of existence, so all 28 material phenomena are obtained in the sensual realms. So here, at the time of rebirth-linking, look at page number 255. To moisture-born beings, Sansedaja. Moisture-born, just like Ambapali, just like a Makat. And beings having a spontaneous path, Upapaddika. Spontaneous path, just like a Brahma, Deva, Veda, etc. To those beings, there arise at most, the 7 decads. The decads of I, but here, decads of I mean we have 10 material phenomena. I, sensitivity, light faculties, 8 inseparables, altogether 10. For that reason, it's called the decads of eye. And the decads of ear, the same thing, we will 10. And the decads of nose, the decads of tongue, decad of body, and decad of sex, and decad of heartbeats. So that means the beings who was born spontaneously, just like a devas, then you imagine as a devas, they have an eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and sex, and heartbeats. Here, at most, then you underline at most. That's very important one. At most. Seven decads. As a minimum, that's very important. As a minimum, sometimes the decad of eye, and the decad of ear, the ear decad, nose decad, and sex decads are not obtained. Sometimes, if they are blind, no, there's no the eye decad. If you cannot hear, no ear decad. If you cannot smell, there's no. Actually, smell means even though you have a nose, if you cannot smell, so that means you don't have a nose sensitivity. And you have a sex decads. Some people do not have any sex material phenomena. Just like the being who was born for the first time in this planet. So they was born from the Brahma. They come from the Brahma realm. There's no sexual phenomena. So only for some time, because of the food, so those sexual phenomena arises. Sometimes, as a minimum, the eye, ear, nose, sex decads are not obtained. So they cannot be obtained. At the time of conception, to the womb-born beings, Kapaseyaka, they arise three decads. The decads of body, the decad of sex, and the decad of heartbeats. Three decads. So that means human being, as a human beings or animals, who are the womb-born beings. So they arise three decads. The body, at least. The body, they have a body, and there is sex, and they have a heartbeat. So when we are talking about body, that means 10 material phenomena. That's group, not just body, is a group of material phenomena together with the body. Body, light consciousness, light faculty, and 8 inseparable beings. That's called body decad. And sex decads. Here, sex means sometimes if you are male decad. If you are female decad. And heartbeats, at least 3. So we have a body decad, the sex decad, and heart decads. Altogether, 30 material phenomena can arise as a human beings, as animals who was born in the mother's womb. At least 30. That's very important. So according to Buddhism, life starts at the conception in the mother's womb. Sometimes the sex decad is not obtained, just like as I said. Some people does not have any sexual phenomena. Very rare. But for the human being who was born for the first time on this planet, no such a phenomenon. You cannot say that they are male or female. Just human beings. So that means at least tridecad and rūpas. Thereafter, at the conception, after rebirth, during the course of existence, means after rebirth consciousness, gradually there arise the un-decad, the ear-decad, etc., and so forth. So Abhidhamma Sangha just give this one, very in brief. It does not mention in detail. So as a human beings or animal who was born in the mother's womb, so there will be 3 decads: body decad, sex decad, and rūpas decad. Sometimes the sex decad is not available, not obtained. At least 2, right? Body decad and heart decad. Then after that, during the course of existence, after rebirth-linking consciousness, then gradually there arise eye, ear, nose, etc. So here I want to explain a little bit based on commentaries. The Untitled Chapter from Samyutta Nikaya, you can read by yourself. Chapter 10, Sutta number 1. So in that Sutta, one of the yakka is a, how to say that, ogre or demon, the demon, asked the question to the Buddha. Actually, I bring the book so that easier to read. Actually, his question is that I will read out a little bit. As the Buddha said that form is not the soul. Form here, Rūpa, is not soul. The Buddha always say that form or Rūpa is not soul. How then does one obtain this body? Actually, as you all know that they believe through your soul. Because of soul, you obtain a body. They cannot accept, very difficult to accept. Even right now, other than Buddhist, the people from other religions, so for them, very difficult to accept the idea of anatta, the idea of non-self, because they have a strong belief in the self. Here also, how then does one obtain this body? From where do one's bones and liver come? Bones and liver, from where they come? How is one begotten in the womb? Actually, the yakka or demon asked the question. You always said that form is not its soul. How you obtain the body in the mother's womb? The Buddha answered this one. This is what the Buddha taught in the Samyutta Nikaya. First, there is the kalāla. You understand? You do not understand. From the kalāla comes a Buddha. Don't worry, I will explain later. Because these are technical terms, and then even Bhikkhu Bodhi, actually a translation of Bhikkhu Bodhi, he didn't translate the Pali word, but in his note, he explained what is kalāla, according to commentary. From the Buddha, the Pesi is produced. From the Pesi, the Gana arises. For me, I understand in Burmese, I understand in meanings, but I will use Bhikkhupari translation. From the kana emerge the limbs. Actually, we use the word, we use the word pasaka in Pali. Better to use pasaka. Anyway, Bhikkhupari use the limbs. The hair, the head hair, body hair, and knees. From the kana emerge the limbs. From the limbs, the head hair, body hair, and knees emerge. And whatever food the mother eats, the meals, drink that she consumes, by this, the being there is maintained or sustained. The person inside the mother's womb. We do not know according to medical science. So according to this, the Buddha explained the process of rebirth in the mother's womb, the progress of a fetus in the mother's womb. Okay, so I think let's go to the. I will explain according to Bhikkhupari explanation. Kalala. I think better use my Burmese note. I think you can read yourself Bhikkhupari explanation. I think for me, I will use my Burmese note. So actually, the commentary mentioned depend on weeks. The first week, as you all know that according to Buddhism, life began at the conception at the mother's womb. That's very important, very important. Number one, in the first week, kalala. Kalala is a tiny drop of a liquid, very tiny drop of liquid. So the commentary mentioned that there is a type of animals is like a cow. So his hair are very, very fine and also very refined. That very tiny, very smooth. Then you drink that tiny hair or that animals. In the cooking wine, on the wine, and you take it out, and a tiny drop of liquid will stay in the hair of the animals. So here, kalala means a tiny liquid that appear in the on the tip of hair of animal. So actually the commentary want to mention is so tiny that you cannot, even under naked eye you may not be able to see it. Tiny liquid. But in that tiny liquid we have body, body decad, sorry. We have a body decad, 10 material phenomena, and we have heart-based decad, and another 10 material phenomena, and we have a sex decad, another 10, altogether 30. 30 material phenomena constitute in that tiny liquid. That is called kalala. The first week. In the second week, there is Abbuddha. So according to commentary, Abbuddha is a also a type of liquid, type of liquid. Just like when you watch, when you watch a meat, especially when you watch mutton, when you watch mutton, then you see some liquid. It's not clear, not crystal clear. But kalala is crystal clear. But in second week, it became just like a liquid when you watch mutton or meat. So that is the second week. And third week, basic now became like a flesh. The basic is a flesh. How to say that? Tissue. No tissue. No, we are not using that one. But Bhikkhu Bodhi mentioned that which is similar to melting tin. Yeah. Basi is the the type of small flesh. A very very soft. So that is the third week. In the fourth week, it became kana. But here, kana means a little bit getting harder. Kana is actually later I will maybe in my note, then I will write in details and I will explain. I think it will be better. But here, kana means it became harder. A type of flesh, but it became harder. Then after fifth week, and emerged the limbs. Bhikkhu Bodhi translated the limbs. So in that limbs, the tiny, the mark for the head, and also 2 hands and 2 legs. 5, yeah? Yeah, we are explaining about fetus. Now you can see 5 small tiny flesh or limbs. So in that limbs, you cannot see very clearly, but they only say the potential to become the head and 2 hands and 2 legs. So that is the 5th week. And 6th week, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that limbs growing. And 35 days is growing. Then 11th week, then un-decad, ear decad gradually appear. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, and 10, they gradually appear. Only 11 weeks, according to commentary. Only 11 weeks. So eye appear. Eye decad, ear decad, nose decad, and tongue decad, they appear. So actually, that is what the Buddha taught is very brief. The commentary mentioned in detail. Kalala means a tiny liquid, very crystal clear, so tiny that you may not be able to see with your naked eye. And second one is from that crystal clear liquid, then there is also a type of liquid, but not clear. When you watch a meat, just like the water you see, the color of the water. Then after that, Vesi is small, tiny flesh, very soft, very soft. Then after that, a tiny flesh, but became harder. Became harder. In the 5th week, you can see the limbs. 5th week, you can see the limbs. So in that limbs, there is a matter, is potential to become the head, and 2 legs, and 2 hands. Then after 11 week, eye, ear, nose, tongue, then appear gradually. So that is according to commentary. So I think if you see this one, so you will see that what the Buddha taught is very, how to say, in brief, the commentary trying to clarify. The Buddha said that whatever food the mother eats, the meat, drink that she consumes, by this, the being there is maintained or sustained. The person in that is the mother one. Then the continuity of matter. In this way, the continuity of material groups here, kalāpa, produce, we have 21 kalāpas, produce in 4 ways, 4 causes. Number 1, Kamma material groups arises from the time of rebirth-linking consciousness. Number 2, consciousness-born material phenomena, material groups arises at the time of the first light continuum. Temperature-born material phenomena arises from the time of the state of presence of the rebirth-linking consciousness. Nutriment-born material groups arises from the time of diffusing of nutriment essence. So they are continuity of material phenomena. Page number 256. Page number 256. That is very important. And uninterruptedly flow on in the sense sphere till the end of life. Continuity of material phenomena. Flow on. Like the flame of a lamp. So when you light a candle, there is a flame of light. Actually it arises, appear, disappear, arises, disappear, but we do not notice. So just like that, we do not notice, it flows on. Arises, cease, like this. And the stream of a river, nadi sort of weir. Stream of the river flow, the water flow in the river. Just like that, material phenomena flows on. Arises and cease, arises and cease. So that is the nature of material phenomena. And then these lines are very important. It talk about impermanent nature of matter and rūpa. And uninterruptedly, no interruption, it flows on. For that reason, in VsThe mentioned that just phenomena alone roll on. Just phenomena. Phenomena here means mental phenomena and material phenomena. They just arises, cease. Arises, cease. Flow on. There's no soul. No creator God. Clearly said that no creator God. So they arises in their own way. Even the Buddha cannot do anything. Just phenomena alone flows on. Any question? I think next week we will finish this chapter because after learning a few things, then we'll go to Nibbana. Go to Nirvana. Let's go to Nirvana together. Question? No question. Rebirth-linking. Yeah, you're right. Kalala is a combination of 30 material phenomena for womb-born beings, together with the mental phenomena. Okay, I think let's close our lessons. Yo varatam pavaro manu jesu sakyamuni bhagavakata kecho paragato bala viriya samangi Tam sukatam saranatamu bemi ragavi ragamani jama sokan dhammama sangatama patikulan marurami mampagunan suvipatam dhammami mansaranatamu bemi yataja nama apalamahu chatusu sisu purisayugesu ataja pukala Dhammadasate Sangami Mansaranatamu Bemi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you everyone.